you going?
Good, Frank. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for coming along.
Right. No, yeah.
Pleasure, mate. Well, welcome, Denise and Graham. Thanks very much for coming along today. And I, you know what, I get a lot out of these days because it's great just to talk about why you made the move, right? Sometimes, you know, it's good to reflect on what's happened. Yeah. And Denise, I'll throw to you first. Like, what was one of your main drivers of? You were living locally in a house,
yes,
and then you've transitioned into retirement.
I had a big backyard, and I'm a keen gardener.
Okay.
So it was just garden and lawn, and then I was on my own. It was too much for me to look after.
Okay.
Not the house so much, but the garden was, you know, just I could maintain it, but it was a real struggle.
Okay.
And then I found out about this, and I thought, well, let's have a look, you know.
And how long were you living on your own before you made the call?
It was only 12 months.
Okay.
12 months, and then I paid a deposit to come in here.
Yes.
Because I thought this is the answer I need. This is what I really need to do. You know, come in here, and then I don't have to worry about mowing or doing edges or weeding or anything like that. It was just like, would have been fantastic, I thought. And it is. It's been fabulous.
So you've actually transitioned from a home, from a house, into an apartment.
Yes, yeah. And I wasn't sure how I'd go.
That's it.
Really. I thought, well, you know, let's give it a go. But I have to say, it's one of the best moves I've ever made. It's absolutely fantastic, yeah. And I've still got a garden. I mean, I've got a balcony, so I've got all my plants there. And
that's it.
I get out and I water them. I've got a little hose and I go out there and water them. And, you know, and it feels like home. It really does feel like home. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And I'm on level 3, so I've got a terrific view as well.
Yeah, you have.
Really good.
You're always walking around the place with a smile on your face.
I know, because I'm always happy. I'm happy. I really am happy. Yeah. And it feels like home now.
Yeah.
I mean, initially when you first move in, it's different, and you know, it's something that you've got to get used to. But now it just feels like home. Yeah. When I come home, I feel like I'm home.
That's it. That's it. That's part and parcel of it.
I don't have to worry about any maintenance or anything.
How
good. I don't have to do a thing.
So when you were talking about your home, like your big block of land?
Yes.
Big and were you mowing, or did you have somebody come in?
I had help doing the front lawn, but I used to mow the back lawn, and I didn't mind that because it was good exercise and everything, and it was fairly flat.
Yeah.
But it was the garden, I think, that really made my mind up to come, you know, to change my life.
Yeah.
I had to change my life. And it's different when you're on your own.
Yes.
You know, there's no one, you can't always rely on the kids to help you.
That's
There's
right.
no one else to help you. You've pretty much got to do it. And also too, I was getting a bit isolated as well.
And you want your independence still too, don't you? You don't want to lose that.
Yes, I don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
So I thought coming to somewhere like this, you know, where I can just shut the door and walk out and I don't have to worry about anything. So,
no.
I mean, when you're at home, you've got to worry about the air conditioner being serviced. You've got to worry about, you know, whatever, if the plumbing goes wrong or the lights need changing, all this sort of stuff. So,
all of it, yeah. And what about you, Graham? Because I can remember back in the day when because you're living in a villa now, you and your wife, Helen, is in a villa, and I think it was around COVID.
It was. We moved in November 2020.
2020, yeah.
So it was, you know, in that...
a little while back now. Yeah. Hasn't that flown though?
You're not joking.
Yeah.
I mean, it was incredible. I mean, you look back and say, crikey, we've been here 5 years.
I know. Yeah.
And, you know, it's unbelievable. You can't imagine that.
And I can remember, because you were one of my first, right?
Yeah,
when I came down from the Hunter, and you were one of my first customers, and I can remember that you were very driven around wanting to leave the home, the house, because of the maintenance.
Sure.
And relocate yourselves in the village there. So tell us a bit about what maintenance you had at your place at, where was it? Where were you? At
Glenmore Park.
Glenmore Park,
Yeah, well, we had a fairly large home. It was 3 levels.
Okay.
Stairs. Stairs.
Yeah.
All the maintenance that goes along with that. And we also had a fairly large block of land.
Okay.
Gardens, pool, all that sort of thing. So, you know, you work it out. You spend a lot of time repeating yourself and doing things that you don't, you know, just to keep the maintenance going.
Yeah, yeah. And before you retired, what were you doing?
I was a senior manager in a communications infrastructure company.
Yeah, right.
And so we were building the outside plant for for the likes of Telstra, and then the NBN was coming along and that sort of thing. So.
And how long have you been living out in the Penrith area?
Well, we were in Glenmore Park for 23 years.
Okay.
And prior to that at St Clair for...
Okay.
So we've been out here for about 30, 35 years.
35 years, yeah. And what about you, Denise?
54
54 years.
in the one house.
In the one house.
Yes.
So that whole transition must have been a...
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it was made over a period of time, so I had a good lot of time to think about it.
Okay.
But I always knew it was going to be the right choice, and the kids are happy.
Yeah.
Because I'm safe.
Okay.
That's the main thing. They're happy that, you know, I'm safe and I'm comfortable, and
Yes.
So it makes a big difference.
Yeah,
that's
it does.
for sure.
It really does actually. And I know from just personal experience too, when that if you know that your parents are you know, safe and secure and that,
Yep.
and when Dad was alive, you know, Mum and Dad moved into a village, and it does take a pressure off you.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
And and what about you, Graham? In terms of the family, was it?
Yeah, we've got 2 children.
Okay.
And when we left Glenmore Park, we had 2 grandchildren.
Yeah.
We've got 3 now, but it was good.
Yeah.
The family were really happy because obviously it's a big move for everyone, and you include the family.
Of
We
course.
spoke to them about it,
Yeah.
and basically they said, look, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. Part and parcel of the reason why folk do make that move from their residential home into retirement is the maintenance-free component. And I know that when we had conversations earlier in the piece that you like to do travel.
Yep,
And
we certainly do.
I know last year that you went on a few trips away.
Yeah. Last year and the year before, we probably spent about 8, 9 months away.
Yeah, wow. And the concept of this, you know, just lock up and leave is not bad too, is it?
It's terrific. I mean, when you're in a home, you've got to worry about, you know, the plants being watered, the gardens being looked after. Particularly if you want to go for 5, 6, 7 weeks.
That's right.
You know, you've got lawns, all that sort of thing. Here, we close up
And you know, it's when you come back, you know that the yard's mowed and
Exactly.
and you know the swimming pool. You don't have to worry about flushing the swimming pool or anything like that. Maintain it. You just swim in it.
That's right.
What about you, Denise? Do you travel?
No, I haven't been travelling much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not something I want to do by myself, but I mean, maybe I will eventually think about it. But I'm going to spend a lot of time with the kids.
Good.
You know, so I can just, like I said, just lock the door and
Yeah.
stay overnight there. I've got no concerns or
And
worries.
it frees your time up. So from what you were
does.
doing before to what it is, is your life a lot different now since you've moved from your home?
Yes, it's a lot different. And it's been so much fun just setting up the place and putting my own stamp on it.
Yeah, of course.
Putting things in that I like, and you know, it's been a real good experience. It's been a great experience actually. I couldn't recommend it enough.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. I try to talk my brother into it, but he's not ready yet. So he's not going to go there yet, he reckons. Yeah. Because some people have a different idea of a retirement village.
Yeah, they do.
But you know, this retirement village is just amazing. Like it really is. You're independent. Yeah. You really can just do what you like, or you can get as involved as things if you like. It doesn't matter. Really.
But in terms of, you're right, you know, and it's a comment that is always, you know, coming through in terms of, oh look, I'm not ready yet, and you say to folk, well look, when will you be ready? Because you don't want to leave this too late in life, because then you don't get to enjoy it.
That's right.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
And I mean, I know when we do it, because we'll be looking to do this. I think, you know, I've been 10 years now in retirement. I love it. I love the concept of it, because I mean, what it gives you, you know. Yeah. And we like to travel, so, you know, I mean, I know when we go away for a couple of weeks, I'm always referring to the video camera or the camera at home to see if the pool's overflowing or, you know, or if someone can pick up the mail for me. You know, it's all those little things, but they add up, don't
that's
they?
right. You don't have to worry about that.
And that's another point too, is that some folk, there's always one out of the two that may not want to do the move, and then you find out later that, you know, they've really missed out on enjoying it.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't
exactly.
I think we were in that boat. I was keen on it.
Okay.
Helen wasn't.
Yeah, that's right.
And I mean, the day that the removals truck drove away from our previous home,
Yeah.
she cried.
Of course. And a lot of people do.
And
Because it's a lot of memories.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she walked in, we moved our furniture, all that sort of stuff, put in, and she said one day, I'm home.
Yeah. But look, in terms of what Keyton provides, folk, as with the maintenance-free component, like, what do they do for you, Graham, in terms of maintaining the villa?
Okay, well, for starters, the lawns are done, gardens are done. Any small items or even larger items, we haven't had any larger items, but any items that need, some adjustments, they get attended to really quickly.
Good.
Haven't had any issues at all there. And I suppose it takes away that worrying about doing it yourself. And it takes away the cost as well.
Yeah.
Your costs are incorporated. And I actually did an exercise before we left and added up how much it costs monthly to maintain the house.
Yeah.
Even things like pool chemicals, fertiliser, all that sort of stuff. You add it up and it come up to quite a substantial figure.
Yeah.
And it was nothing like the recurrent fees that we're paying here.
Yeah, the monthly charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is quite surprising.
It is, because there is a perception out there that you move to a retirement village and it's expensive, and when you actually do the numbers like you've done, you can see how everything adds up maintaining your home. I mean, even roofs and roof gutter maintenance and blowing leaves. I mean, I've done that myself, blow leaves off the roof and that, but I don't think I'd get back up there.
No.
I nearly had a fall when I did it last time, but it's not worth it. But then you've got to pay someone to do it.
That's right.
Because our mate next door who's got 3 gum trees, right? You know where they end up, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all those little things.
Exactly.
And those things add up, and particularly when your house is getting older.
Yeah.
Even though, as I said before, our house was 23 years old, but it's gradually getting older, like we are, I suppose.
That's it.
And there's more maintenance required, and you can't do it yourself.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You think you could, you cast your mind in your 30s and 40s, no dramas at all, I'll slip up into the roof and get it sorted. But then things start to happen in there, from what they're telling me, I'm not hit there yet, in their 60s, right?
Yes.
I mean, look, I turned 56 only the other day, right?
Oh, happy
I know
birthday.
what you're thinking, Denise. Yeah. Late 40s, but no, it's 56, right?
You read my mind.
I've got a different perception.
But of course, yeah. But look, the thing about it is that I know myself. Like I thought, I can do this and do that, but gee whiz, it does. After it does mount up, and you've got to be serious about it. And where does the next steps of your life? Exactly. It's a new chapter, isn't it?
Yeah, a whole new chapter.
Like 50 odd years in the one home,
that's right.
and making that transition.
Yes, it was definitely but I had time to think about it. Like I had a little period of time, so it wasn't. I didn't feel like it was rushed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the more time went by, the more I wanted to come here. You know what I mean? I was just anxious to start a whole new chapter, a whole new life. So yeah, I mean, example about maintenance. One of my clothes dryers, the wind blew it into the screen door.
Okay.
And it pierced the screen door, and then it went down like that. So there's this great big hole there.
Yeah.
So Ivan just came up and
Ivan, our maintenance officer.
Didn't need a ladder, just went.
Oh, well, he's pretty tall, that
all his life.
that young fella.
He's a walking ladder, I think.
Top bloke.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Took it away, fixed it, came back the same day. I mean, at home I would have had to consider, getting one of the kids to come and do it, or get somebody to come and do it, and it probably would have stayed there with a hole in it for a long time. So that's just an example of how good it is.
And even down to the point where if there was an issue with a light bulb, or if your air conditioners needed servicing, those things can be done with the village, and that's what, in terms of service from Keyton do provide those services. I don't know if it's throughout all the villages, but it's certainly with some that they have that service that they provide to their residents. So. Yeah, it certainly takes a weight off your shoulders, doesn't it? Not having to worry about it.
Yeah, it's definitely one aspect here that we don't have to worry about at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's hard to, when you first arrive here, it's hard to realise that you don't have to do that anymore. Like it just takes a little bit of getting used to actually realise, oh, I don't have to do that. I can just relax. I can watch a movie, or I can have a drink on the balcony. I mean, I don't have to worry about anything.
That's it.
It's lovely.
And how does that happen then? So what's the process around if you did need a maintenance request, say for instance with the screen, what did you do?
Oh, well, now we can go on the app and we can request it through the app. We don't even have to go downstairs if we don't want to.
Oh, right, because before I thought you had to fill out a form and maintenance form.
You can still do that, but it's nice to go downstairs and talk to people, but if you don't want to, you just go on the app and
you just go on the Keyton's app and
just request it like that. So it's very simple, very easy.
It's very user friendly.
Yeah.
We touched briefly on the monthly fee before, or commonly known also as the recurrent charge. Do you think that's worthwhile in terms of the fee that you are charged here at the village?
Yeah, without any doubt.
The services you receive?
Yeah, without any doubt.
Because I know that you're part of the residence committee here.
Yeah, I am.
You're the chairperson now, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. For my sins,
Yeah,
yes.
You're doing a good job, you think?
He's doing an excellent job.
Good.
Yeah, well, part of the process is with each year Keyton put together a budget, and part of that process before it goes to the residents, it comes to us as a committee.
Yeah.
And we review it, all the breakdown, all the line items in the budget, and we do a little bit of toing and froing, and generally come up with a pretty good round figure.
And I think that's part and parcel of retirement, is that there are some protections in there too for residents and the village operator, right, being Keyton, that there is that liaison and communication between what's been spent and what's planned to be spent in the next year. And obviously, Graham, you get that sign off and agreeance in what's coming on, and obviously then it's relayed to the residents too, because there's a process around that.
Yeah, there's an annual review.
An
annual meeting, and it goes to the residents. It's presented to the residents before that meeting,
That's
so
right.
they've got visibility on the figures.
Yeah.
And so it's all well
all
done.
legit.
All legit.
All legit.
Well, yeah, all above board.
No brown paper bags.
No, we know exactly what's happening.
And you think there's value in the monthly fee?
Oh, 100%.
Denise?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I don't have to worry about it. It comes out of direct debit, so that's great.
That's it.
At the beginning of the month, I've got that. I've got the phone, I've got the electricity, and then I'm free for the rest of the month.
Happy
No more
days.
bills.
Happy days.
Yeah, happy days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am
exactly.
so envious of you two, I tell you, and the rest of the resis that are living in here. Seriously, I can't wait for it to happen to us, right? But look, I'd love to talk more, but today, thank you very much for your time. It's really
Pleasure.
appreciated,
Yeah,
and I hope to run a few more sessions. So if you're around into the future, we'll see how we go.
We will be.
Yeah, I know you will be.
Me too.
Thanks again. Thank you.